Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Having dealt with Selenian collection. We are now back, and we need to contact our allies. Oh, let's do that. We'll just contact them in order. Ishtola. If it isn't Arya, is something the matter? So, preservation is behind the recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear you are none the worse for your trials, though. As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Gosan. I told him about the cure for love and sickness, and we formed a tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I'm now otherwise unoccupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. And if this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. Alphino. Ah, excellent timing, my friend. I had a mind to call you myself to see how you were faring. Calyx. Well, something was obviously afoot. I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, her absence may have consequences. The people of Alexandria still have great trust in Spain. It is plain in the way they speak of her even now, and in how the simulant was able to win them over. When they know she has ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me, it has been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves for now, so pray rest up while you can and recover your strength. Alize. Hello, yes. Arya, for you to call out of the blue, is something wrong? What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? But I suppose I've been fairly busy myself. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for love and sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milos shortly to see how he is responding to his treatment. You've met him before with Lamati, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have the time. Aaronville. Arya, this is a surprise. Has Wuklamot gone into trouble again? I see. Knowing you, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. I'm in the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping people with their work and talking to those I meet to gauge their sentiment. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following the recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any other changes. What do the others have to say, if I may ask? They finished treating Milos, then we have to go and visit him. What Do you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition as I was, and I cannot help but worry for him. Of course! We don't mind at all. In the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share often was concerned about the Queen's absence, and even setting that aside, this situation is not like to resolve itself while becoming endless remains an option. I have been meaning to visit some shops, so I shall join Crow. While everyone's out and about, I'll try and pick up Calyx's trail. I'll see if I can dig up some information about the key for Ishtola as well. I'll help you! It seems we all have things to do. Still, there's no telling what else Calyx might have planned, so please be careful, everyone. Right, let's go to Milos' apartment. It's in residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. Let's see if I don't get lost trying to find this thing again. Hello, you came before with Queen's Fiend. I'm glad you came again. I believe he'll be fine now, but just for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother and not something else.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning. Does that include regulators?
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihiola.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy, that I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen's Fiend always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
Oh, wrong target. Seekers of Eternity. Milos is a kind and brave boy. It did me well to see him. One day, I hope that I can speak with him about my other self. Come, let's return to the back room, and on the way, let's pick up treats for our friends. A little gift to show our appreciation for their hard work.
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of Neo Regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with Neo Regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen's Fiend said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria? The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
It's me. There's been an incident in the Outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident, for no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait. Is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the Outskirts too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geo join you from Earth and Sky.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Let's go.
Things have settled down here, but I still see no sign of Erenville. Let's split up and look for him. Villaja, Sveen, please search in the settlement area. Meanwhile, the rest of us who can defend ourselves will head further out. Hello, Erenville and Terrified Citizen. If you don't mind, I need to pre-buff first. Also, I definitely didn't almost just like, oh yeah, I just need to walk out of the back room before I read like, oh, I need to go out to the heritage path. Whoops. Okay. Maybe. Sometimes okay. That was a close call. My thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of this poor fellow being pursued. I went to help, but was rather out of my depth. We're lucky you found this when you did. Erinville, I'm so glad you're safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered soldiers on the way here. Most paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. There's no way to tell until they sit on you. The ones here also attacked without any warning. If I hadn't been paying attention, it could have ended badly. Hopefully the others were able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo Regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erinville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo Regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Look at this hurrying. What if I didn't hurry? What if I just didn't? Oh, fine. He made me.
Sphene's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
Bloody things have gone mad!
Why is this happening?
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution! This is just like before, when Zerelja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Are you all...
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless, then you'd still be here. you'd still be with me. But now...
Are you alright?
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Thank the 12 you are all unharmed. His small solace amidst this tragedy, however. The machine rampage seems to have been only temporary. Soldiers and vehicles alike ceased to operate all at once, as if they had fulfilled their purpose. It's all the same. It's the same outside Everkeep, though members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. The first attacks came shortly after the announcement that Neo Regulators had run out. It can't have been a coincidence. I struggle to imagine that anyone but Calyx could gain control of the soldiers. This must have served his ends in some way. Gulaja, are you still without your authority? It's fine now. I'm in control again. We might take the opportunity to shut down the machines. There's no guarantee this won't happen again. Lama T just talked with Everkeep's administrators about that. They said it wasn't so simple. The mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards, they also perform various vital tasks like providing medical treatments and managing food production. If we shut them down, we'd struggle to render aid to the citizens, let alone restore their lives to normal. I made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Oh, hopefully that makes it a little safer. That seems to be the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Gulaja. This powerlessness, I can abide it no longer. No matter how much hardship and loss, if we could endure it if there was but happiness at the end. Yet all they see now is suffering and misery. And I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I would do anything and everything. So please, please lend me your aid. Oh, Sveen, you found the words I wish you'd said back then. Our strength is yours, Sveen. Together, we'll get through this. Let us split up and get to work. Might I trouble you to report to Shale, my friend? It's been a trying day, but it seems the worst is behind us. What's the situation out there now? You've moved quickly to restore things to normal. Thank you. Yet, well, disarming the soldiers is indeed prudent. It is a far more comprehensive measure when vehicles can be commandeered to inflict damage and sow chaos. For the time being, I'll set other people to keeping a close watch on machines. I also have a mind to consult the authorities about enlisting hunters to our aid. I must regain my proficiency in magic. To that end, I shall seek advice from Ishtola and Alize. Among the books we recovered from the castle was a grimoire I once used. I hope to learn to wield it again at everyone's side. As for the key, I think it best that it remains in your care, though it means you will bear the greatest risk. In order to ease your burden, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Zelenia proud. Sure, we'll take that one.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer. The time is come to pose a new question.
Reprieve from death, but at what cost? For endless life, a legion lost. And that wraps up the story. I feel like it was longer, but I think it's because I took a huge break while I was doing it on the first time. It's fine. Yeah, so that wraps up the story. As of right now, when I'm recording this, there's only 2 things I can think of for us to do. Actually, hold on. Let's take a trip to Tuliol. Actually, let's do this now. It's story adjacent. For our cabins. Sprint over to our minstrel buddy and talk about Zelenia. So, what have you brought for me today? Zelenia Triantafili, second in command of Alexandria's Royal Knights. Chivalry is a timeless subject indeed. Long has it been the inspiration for some of our most beloved tales. Stirring epics of heroes who give every ounce of their strength to defend their charge. Some recount heart-wrenching tragedies of the disgraced who live bearing the burden of failure, while others tell of selfless figures who pay the ultimate price for their virtue. These yarns captivate listeners because they venture beneath the celebrated image of the gallant knight, providing a glimpse of a person ordinary and flawed, a person not unlike you or I. And while 'tis plain that as captured in the Queen's memory, Zelenia was a devoted subject, hers is certainly a tale driven by more than mere loyalty. After all, a life lived by the sword must inevitably be stained with crimson.
I
Queen viewed her as a stalwart guardian and never found comfort behind her imposing form. Yet from that position, Sphene could not see the steely gaze from which Zelenia regarded her foes, nor feel the rage that burned within her heart. And I imagine the chaos of battle as well appeared quite differently from each of their perspectives. A fascinating duality, perhaps best illustrated with a song. A steadfast blade she wields for me, her gaze upon the foe. In memories deep that form engraved, her knightly pose just so. All threats that rise against my liege with sword and spell struck down. Deserved death awaits the foes who dare assail the crown. No rose is without thorns. Zelenia was doubtless an honorable fighter and protector, yet that self-same honor fueled the merciless fury she unleashed upon the enemies of the royal family. How would you have fared again had such fury marked Queen Sphene's memories? Would you have bested Zelenia, or would her thorns have left you bloodied? Recollection Extreme is now accessible. Now we call it good. Yeah, so there's two key things as of recording this to do. There is a new quest for Corn Servant and Arcadian. Doing math. Yes, I think so. There's a new Cosmic Exploration thing that comes out April 29th. I believe we'll be done with all that before then. I think. Yeah. Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We will look at the Arcadian next time. Either Arcadian or this quest. One of the two. We'll do Arcadian next time. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm questioning myself. You'll figure out what I figured out next time. Thank you for watching. Or you'll find out what I figured out. I can't even speak anymore. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe click the bell for notifications. Also, be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, come hang out. Get notifications there as well. Or just, come chat. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!